I'll just call and like talk shit on the radio station if I can. But yeah, I do. I win tickets all the time.
So what we call them, prize pigs.
And I lie to them.
Yes.
I lie to them. Prize pigs, come on. Hey, you know what? If I can go to a show and it's a show that I wasn't able to go to beforehand, then why the fuck not?
Right. The price of tickets are outrageous.
Ridiculous these days. They are very ridiculous.
You know, I was listening to an old Three Dog Night live album. It's called Live at the Forum in LA. And they were doing just like we did at the beginning of this show. And the guy from Three Dog Night, and I forget his name, and he's at the Forum in LA, and he's yelling at the beginning of the show, "Can y'all hear me back there?" You know, and just like we do. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, Chuck Negron. Thank you very much. Very good. Very good, Dutch. And that's his name. And said, well, if you can't hear me back there, you should have come up here to the front row where the 550 seats are.
What did you say back there? You can't hear back there? See, you should have got the 550 tickets in the front. Whoa!
Right.
1972 or $3, $5
$5.50.
And now what? Now they're not even regulated because all the scalpers scalp them up and then they sell them on, and I can't believe it's legal, Stubmaster or ticket shit, whatever that shit is.
Wait a minute, me. On me.
You know, and
Did
they
you
sell
just say
whatever they want.
$5.50? Did you just say $5.50 for a ticket?
Front row seats, no less, in the 70s.
Oh my God.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I saw that in the 80s for $20. It wasn't until the Eagles took it from like when tickets were like $30 or something, and then the Eagles came back for that Hell Freezes Over tour or whatever tour and charged $100 for tickets, and it was fucking outrageous at the time. People were like, nobody, who's going to pay that? Then everybody paid it. Then everybody else raised their prices up.
That was an absolute defining moment, Dutch. Yep. A totally significant moment in concert history, because that's right. $100 for those tickets. You know, and everybody was like, that's ridiculous. That's outrageous. And they bought the tickets. And the good thing is we were in radio, so we didn't pay for it.
Right. But the other thing is, I think that the Rolling Stones had something to do with that as well, because when they toured with Guns N' Roses and Living Colour, tickets were like, for nosebleed section, they were like $95 for a nosebleed ticket. Okay, you were way up in the way back of the Coliseum, no less, which is like what, 100,000 people? 90,000 people.
Don't you agree, though, that at StubHub now they buy up all the tickets that they can and they sell them on StubHub for whatever price they can get? So it's ridiculously out of hand and irregulated. It's not regulated anymore. It's awful. Dutch. Man. It's on your mind, babe.
I was doing a live event hosting job for Quintiles last year in D.C. And Prince was having a small venue show at some little there it comes, at some little, like the Rialto Theater in Raleigh, somewhere that small up in DC. And I was on there at 5 minutes. Tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. and I was on there, and at like 10 a.m. and 12 seconds, all the seats were gone. How is that even possible?